I thought it was gas, like chemical or...
Perfect introduction. That's beautiful.
I see.
Okay, for the second interview we're going to do now is somebody that may be not too familiar to the cameras here. This person here is the mother of the famous film director-producer, Jeff Ernst. And if the camera will pan this way, we'll see her smiling face. And the one thing we'd like to know, Mrs. Ernst, is on this beautiful Christmas night, did you enjoy your dinner and did you enjoy your stay up here over the holidays?
I have to say that at the Diener home, it's always beautiful. Lil and Bill had a wonderful dinner for us. Jeff and Julie and Jeff made our wonderful day, and we have Jim and Deanna Diener, and we have Aunt Dorothy with us, and she's wonderful. And here's my glass of wine from Julie. Thank you very much. It's been wonderful. I thought we'd have some snow, but just being here with all of our wonderful friends and our family, we're all family, it has been just spectacular. Thank you very much.
I think you said that very well, and we appreciate you stopping by the interview loft.
Okay.
Very good.
No, Papa didn't come on. No, you're dead.
Are we rolling? Okay, the next member to come here.
Very tough interview.
Oh, she can hardly get a word out of her edgewise.
Thank goodness that our
Right.
set that up in advance.
Yes, that was very good. And the next person to be interviewed.
Who's our next one, Jeff?
The next one is Bill Ernst. He is the father of the famed director-producer Jeff / Barney O. Ernst. And he'll be coming into the picture momentarily.
Tough interview?
No, no. No, he's
Where's he originally from?
we're on, and we just
We're on.
just
We have to go on the chair.
yeah, just sit down, and we just want to know. We asked your wife some memories of Christmases up here, and we'd just like to know how you feel on this Christmas day, the evening of Christmas Day, and how does this Christmas compare to some of the other ones you've spent?
Well, this is a very enjoyable Christmas day with the Deaners. We missed last year and we were lonely without all of them. As usual, Lil prepared a fantastic Christmas Day meal. It's great to be back with the family. We are an adopted member of this family, and we're very proud of it. It's been a fantastic day. We've really enjoyed it.
You miss not seeing a little white Christmas out there?
Well, I think not for me. Remember, we live in Florida now, and when we left, it was 81 degrees, and I think right now it's about 60 degrees less than that here. It's about 20 degrees outside,
Right.
but we're just enjoying.
Is coming to town. I'm singing with the music here. He's making a list, checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Oh yeah, you know that Santa Claus. He's coming to town. Come on over here, Dorothy. Step right into the... Okay, we're back on again here. And the person we're going to be interviewing next is one that's very familiar to the cameras. She seems to appear every major holiday. And we're going to ask her how many Christmases this is that she's been with us. And how does this Christmas compare to others in the past and ones that she remembers as a young girl? First question, Dorothy. How many years has it been you've been with us?
Well, with the Deaners on Myrtle Avenue, it's been a good decade and more with my sister Flora and Henry, and now the last few years, of course, by myself. And it is something to look forward to throughout the year.
Well, that's exactly right, and we look forward to having you here. Now, what we want to know is, can you give us a recollection of when you were a girl, the procedure you would go through on Christmas Eve? Take us through what would happen. Would you go to church on Christmas Eve, and then would you open the presents on Christmas Day?
Oh, yes, it was exciting. When I was a little girl, the cars weren't just ready to start because they had to be drained. The water had to be drained out of the radiators. So very often you walked to church. And I don't know, the snow was so creaky and mysterious, especially on Christmas Eve, walking home from church. And it was so exciting being in church, getting the bag of candy and oranges, and we would hurry then home and open our gifts. And the next day we would take off for Oak Park to spend Christmas with Uncle Herman and Aunt Elma and all their children.
I see. Park, huh?
Yes.
Well, that sounds wonderful. Good memories, isn't it?
Very, very wonderful memories. We'd love the drive back. In those days, there weren't that many outside decorations. But after seeing the Oak Park decorations and then driving through River Forest, that was a real treat, because that was the place to go to see all the Christmas outside decorations.
Well, I think you've capsulized it very well, and we want to thank you very much for stopping by the Interview Loft, and we plan on doing this again next year.
It's just been terrific to see the two Jeffs here working together so well, and doing such a magnificent job with all this modern equipment. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, Dorothy, and you said that just the way... Okay, here we are back again on the night of Christmas. This year is 1988, and this is one of our prize interviews here. We've been trying to get this one for a long time, and finally he's consented to do it.
Well, they increased the farm a little bit, so we had to do it, you know.
Right. We've got a little Engelbert Humperdinck, whatever it is, playing in the background here. And Jim Diener, the person we're going to be interviewing, has a little something to say about Engelbert here, a little something that's been spread around Hollywood that he heard, but he doesn't want to go out of this interview here. And could you please tell us that rumor at this time?
Well, I am not a Walter Winchell of the world, but there are rumors about Engelbert. You know, he lives in Switzerland, and we've been hearing this for a long time, and it certainly has nothing to do with Rock Hudson. But, you know, he's got a problem, I understand, but I don't want to spread that type of rumor.
Is this a three-letter word, four-letter word problem, beginning with an A?
I don't know. They have a lot of benefits for these people, you know.
Well, okay, getting back to Christmas now.
Yeah, let's get back to Christmas.
Right. The question I've been asking everybody is, you've been with us many Christmases.
Yes, I sure am.
Okay. Could you compare this Christmas with the ones you had as a young child and what you did as a youngster over in the old park days? When would you open your presents? Would it be on Christmas Eve? Would you go to church? That kind of thing. Just take us through a Christmas, say 50 years ago.
The old park days, of course, we always went to church Christmas Eve at Trinity Lutheran Church on South Ridgeland Avenue. And when we came home after the Christmas service, then we'd open up our gifts. And Christmas Day, of course, was the entire family being around, and we'd enjoy each other's gifts and camaraderie. But we always opened on Christmas Eve.
Right, and we've carried that tradition on here. Now, so much for Christmas. The thing that we all want to know is, and you're the person that could answer it, is we've got a big game coming up next week. And it's either going to be with Philadelphia or it's going to be with the Rams. And you're known throughout the... you live in Kane County?
No, I live in Cook County.
Cook County. You're known throughout the Cook County area as the point spread maven and the person with the expert analysis. As a matter of fact, if my director could collaborate this, he's called the last 7 playoff games correctly and the final score. Well, now that we're taping here on December 25th, the game will be 1 week from today probably. We'd like your prediction, points and final score, and how you think the game is going to go.
The final score is a very difficult thing because of weather conditions. If the Bears are going to play Philadelphia, they'll win by at least 17. If the Bears are going to play the Rams, they're going to be at least 14 over.
Would you care to say, do you think it's going to be a high-scoring game, or a number would say 31-17 Bears?
I'd say it'll be an over and under 35.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it from the expert, and we'll be back with you next week to see how he did and see if he calls his 10th one in a row. I don't know for sure yet if he's going to be at the game, but we'll find out. Is there anything you'd like to say in parting on this Christmas Eve? Did you enjoy your dinner?
Well, I certainly enjoyed my dinner. I think what made it very nice for Deanna and I in 1988 is that to have Bill and Ellie with us here and so forth. It's the first Christmas we've enjoyed having their company, and it was just great that they were here from the sunny South, that they could enjoy our company and we could do the same with them.
Well, that's very well said, and we appreciate you stopping by the interview loft. I know it wasn't easy to get you over here, but you know, we appreciate it. And
well, you understand, I'm going to Ditka's Trackside now.
You're going to Ditka's Trackside Restaurant?
Well, I have another interview coming up there with Channel 7, because of my predictions and this type of thing, and they want to know where I'm getting this from because Jimmy the Greek could never do that.
Exactly right. One thing I just have to ask you about, I know our audience is dying to know, you're wearing a special turquoise Pinkenese pin in your lapel there, and I've never seen one quite like it. Well, actually I have, but could you explain where you got that from?
I'd like to very much because there are not many of these Pekingese pins around. This is kind of exclusive club that the Aborigines from northern Australia, from the backcountry, give out, from the outland, that give out to special type of people. And I happened to be a recipient of this from a cousin of mine who spent considerable time with the Aborigines, probably, and she presented this to me on this great Christmas Eve, and I certainly appreciate it.
May I interrupt? I have
Uh-oh.
this gentleman's business agent.
Uh-oh.
This is his other agent, his attorney.
Uh-oh.
This
Some people have entered the studio here. We don't know. We're going to try and capture this for you on film here.
The contract that you gentlemen agreed to and the pay, we're going over the time, and as his lawyer and his business agent, we want to discuss this. You may have to shut the camera off. Please, let's hold the camera back.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a little unorthodox. Somebody's broken into the studio right now. Chaos is reigning supreme here now. I don't know if we're going to have to cut for commercial here.
I understand
I'm going to contact NBC, and we're going to have to meet. We'll meet in court, gentlemen. I'm sorry, I'm out of this picture now. I'm out of here now.
Get that man out of here right now. Get him out of there.
Had to take place. Absolutely incredible.
But this is...
I'll see you all later.
This is the cousin that I was referring to right here. She has been a world traveler for years. She went from DuPage County to Cook County several times.
And I've never seen anything like it in the last 28,000 miles.
That's right.
This is absolutely...
You mean you're the one responsible for that pin he's got on?
Share I can throw here. Is there a share I can throw?
Security, get the man out of here now.
She, as a matter of fact, will you substantiate this, Dorothy, that Wally Phillips of WGN has contacted you to act as a travel advisor on his program?
Yes, very recent. Yes.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is a scoop.
That's coming from us right now.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Sorry in a way.
That's okay. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We've given you 3 insightful predictions. The Bears will win by 14 over Philadelphia. 17 over Philadelphia, 14 over the Rams. Engelbert Humperdinck has the 4-letter word beginning with an A, ending with an S. And yes, and Dorothy Growie is going to be on Wally Phillips' Travel World Guide.
She's also the famous Jim Diener's legal advisor.
And she's also the legal advisor and the Aborigine pin giver. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, gentlemen, but my time is very...
Okay, he's leaving the studio right now, ladies and gentlemen. You can see him exiting
I
now.
want to wave to my fans, and hey, stick with them. They'll be there. You bet. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks again.
Thank you, sir. He's leaving the studio right now. We're going to be cutting away for a commercial right now. We're going to try and restore some order here in the studio. It's really been hectic, as you saw.
Incredible.
The things were flying. Okay, time for commercial now, and we're going to have the... Let's take it back to the studio now, and let's see what's rolling right now. Keep it on. Oh.
I'd like to say that this broadcast has been brought to you by David Kraft Vibrating Shavers. You can use them on your legs. You can use them on your face. You can use them wherever you like.
Okay, we're back here.
Back to you, Jeff.
Okay. Thank you very much for that commercial. And this show is full of surprises. This is our live Christmas Day broadcast. The host and hostess, let's get a joint interview with them. When we come back after this commercial break, we'll have the host and hostess interviewed together. Okay, we're just going to have a little quick interview here with a member of the family that's been with us for 13 years. He's with us again tonight, but he's not exactly, he's a little, well, Hans, how are you doing? Yeah, okay. Well, now what we want to know is, the thing we've all wanted to know is, how do you feel? How do you really feel? Well, I think you said that very well. How are things going for you right now where you're residing? Yes, well, we can understand that. We do miss you on this Christmas night, and everybody does, but we're glad you could come back and join us. And that's actually he does. He's photographing a little smaller right now. But as for now, we'll bid you a fond farewell and hope to see you again next Christmas. Okay, goodbye.
The man, Jeff Diener. His game, sports, trivia, interviews. He's on Channel 13. He's live. He's taped. He's a man of many dimensions. Catch him this Saturday, pregame Bears, when he interviews Diana Ditka and Refrigerator Perry's sister's first cousin's brother. Be there. When a babe like this from Lombard watches TV, she watches Jeff Diener. Channel 13 Sports, live. He's your man.
Well, for the final interview, this is going to be a joint venture because we're running low on film. And what we're going to do is we're going to get the cook of the operation, the one that put this dinner all together, and the young fellow that's been hanging around her for 41 years now, Mr. William Diener. And the thing we want to know on this evening is how well, I wasn't going to ask that. I was going to ask, actually, what was I going to ask? I was going to say how she really feels.
I feel just delighted. I'm so happy that everything worked out so well and that the food was appetizing and that everybody seemed to enjoy it, and that makes me happy. How about you?
You bet, Lil. You did.
You're practically lying down.
You did. The meal was absolutely delightful.
And nice and hot.
Excellent. Yes, it was. And yes.
You like the hot meals.
Right. But what is so nice? What is so nice is that we can all be together. And Jeff's family is here, Bill and Ellie Ernst, and this makes it a very special occasion. And I think we're all enjoying ourselves. I know I am. Bill brought me a special bottle of cognac. Yes, it's brandy, but it's cognac. And it's Cavassier VSOP. Salute.
Oh, okay, that's all.
And that's a good way to put an end to this wrapping on this package for another Christmas. I think that was very well said. And from the Myrtle Club 249, we say good night and God bless you all. This is Jeff Diener signing off for